Have you ever told a friend or a family member, like, oh my gosh, I am so over this job. I cannot wait to find a job that is like something I actually like. I get paid what I'm actually worth. I actually like the people I work with. Like, I truly enjoy what I do. And when I get off work, I don't feel like depressed or sad or like I literally just had my soul sucked out of this 8-hour shift. And then when you tell people that, they're like, yeah, that's like a unicorn job. Like, that doesn't really exist. And you're just like, well, damn. But here's my thing, that job does exist. Those jobs are not super rare. How do I know? Because I've had jobs like that where I truly love everybody I worked with. I absolutely love the work that I did. I was paid so much money that I'd never been paid that much before in my life before. And I truly, truly woke up on Mondays like actually excited to go to work. And when I got off work, like I didn't feel bad. Like I actually had energy. I could actually play with my kid. So who the hell am I to even be talking about this? Well, my name is Nicole. I am a mindset and career coach, and I truly help women that are at a crossroads in their life or even their career. And you just know the job you're in is not your forever role, and kind of where you're at in life is not where you want to continue to be. And I help women really find that passion and then incorporate that into the role that they truly are excited about and make that career move and make that career change. So, if you see me looking over here, that is because I have a ton of notes and, mom brain. Like, I can't really remember everything and I kind of have ADD. So, just to make sure I say everything that I want to say, you're going to see me look like this because I have notes written down. They're little scribbly, so, whatever. I can read them. So, anyways, it is what it is. So, what do I mean when I say unicorn role is not rare? Like, there are jobs out there. It's truly not just about like being lucky, like, oh my gosh, like I was just at the right place at the right time and now I have my dream job. Like, it takes strategy. You really have to get clear on what it is that you want. And so that's why I made this video, to really give you some tips to start you on this journey. Now, I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, you're going to look at these tips and then all of a sudden that career, that job, everything's just going to fall into place. I'm a realistic type of girly. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but guess what? The time's going to pass anyways. So do you just want to have the time pass and still be in that crappy job, or have the time pass and have a game plan to get that amazing role that you want? So you decide. So my very first tip for you is, what are your numbers? I want you to look at your budget, look at your money tracker. And if you're like, girl, I don't budget and I don't track my money, well, that's where we're going to start then, babe. So what are your numbers? Truly, the nitty gritty. What is your debt? What does that look like? What is how much money you are pulling in? If you don't have debt, oh my gosh, you are goals. Love you so much. But if not, look at the debt. Look how much money you currently have pulling in. How much money do you want to be investing each and every month? If you're like, I'm not even investing, then cool. If you're able to invest because you're going to get this unicorn job, then how much money do you want to invest? How much money do you want in your savings? Or how much money do you want to be able to put every month or every 2 weeks? However your budget works for you. I'm not going to tell you how to budget. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. I'm just giving you ideas on, these are some of the things you want to be looking at when it figures out how to figure out what that job number salary is for you. So investments, savings, and just in case fund. I don't like to say the word emergency with that money because then I feel like I'm telling the universe I want an emergency. And quite frankly, I just want a just in case fund. You do you, okay? So if you want to have that e-fund, that's you. Anyways, so once you figure that out, then I want you to look at, what is the fun that you want to have? What are the activities? What are the things that you want to be able to do? Me, I'm a travel girly. I'm a bougie experience girly. So I like really nice things. So what does that look like for you? Do you want to have a budget where you can travel? Do you want to have a budget where maybe you can go on a cruise? Well, that's also traveling. I like to travel. Are you like an outdoorsy person? Are you a crafter? Whatever that is, what does that look like for you? incorporate that into your numbers. Hey, if I was able to put this much money aside each and every month, oh my gosh, I could do that amazing thing that I want to do each and every year. I want to be able to take my family on a vacation. Shoot, I want to be able to go ahead and spend this money on a spa and just be able to do what I want to do. What does that look like? Once you have that, that's the salary. Okay. That is how much money you want to be bringing in each and every month. That's the amount of money maybe you want to bring in each and every year. However that number breaks down, but that's the number you want to get really clear at. So take some time, really put in that effort and look to see what that looks like for you. The next thing you want to do is look at, what are my non-negotiables? What are the things that you're like, absolutely not, I'm not doing that shit for this next role. Like, I need to make sure I have a flexible schedule. I want to make sure like I have a leader, not a manager. What do I mean by that? I don't want someone that's going to micromanage me. I don't want someone that feels like they have to check in on me and make sure I'm doing my work. Like, I'm an adult. I'm here at work. This is something I actually enjoy doing, so I know how to do that. I also want to be able to be like, hey, I have some flexibility. Like, oh my gosh, this is going on with my kid. So guess what? I'm going to make sure I get this work done. And when I come back, I'm going to get this work done, and you're cool with that. Whatever those non-negotiables are. Maybe your non-negotiable is, I don't want to have to do anybody else's work. Maybe you're in a role right now where you're doing multiple roles and it's not being reflected in your pay. So really get clear. What are your absolute non-negotiables? Like, this time in your life, this turning point of your career, I don't want to have to do this anymore. And be realistic with it too. If you're like, I want to be able to work from home and I want to be able to, I don't freaking out, but just be really realistic. And yes, you can work from home. Yes, that's realistic. Yes, working from home, you can still make 6 figures. Those are really things. But again, be realistic in what it is that you want to be able to do when it comes to having that. The next thing you want to make sure you do, looking at my notes, because you know your girl struggles, is joy and alignment. Okay. This is the fun, juicy, lovely part that I love. So what's the kind of work that you actually enjoy doing? What are the things that you actually like, that like light you up? What are things that you're really good at? Now, the difference here is, did you go to school for something in particular? If you did, awesome. And you want to do that, cool. But if you're just like, well, I went to school for this and I know I can make the money, no, absolutely not. Stop it right now. Okay. What I want you to do is, what is the type of work that you actually like to do? Not the work that you know you can get paid doing. Okay. There's a difference there, because if you actually enjoy what you're doing, guess what? The end goal is not have a job that sucks the soul out of our body. Okay. So what are the things that you like? And if you're like, I don't know, that's okay. This step might take you a little bit. So I suggest journaling. I suggest meditating. I also suggest letting people know you're looking for a new role. And let people know, like, what do you feel like I'm good at? Like, and sometimes it takes an outside perspective to kind of see that and go from there. The other thing I suggest doing too is the salary, or wherever part you are. And again, you don't have to do this in the exact order I'm saying, but once you figure out what that salary portion is, go like on a LinkedIn, go on different job sites and look to see, okay, for a salary like this, what type of roles are being offered? That might even help you kind of push yourself outside of the box and things maybe you haven't even thought of that you could actually do. So this is going to be that real process for you. So really look to see what are things that you actually like. And if you're really stuck and you're really not sure, ask family members, ask friends, hell, even ask coworkers. Again, trusted coworkers, because sometimes people be shady, right? So again, what are things that you like to do? The biggest thing is just honestly start the freaking process. So give yourself grace. This is going to be something new that maybe you've done and maybe you haven't even thought about. And so I just really want to make sure you are true to yourself. The next thing I would say is, don't feel like you have to tackle this all in a day. Really be realistic about this. For me personally, when I was looking for other jobs and roles, I would do it on my lunch break. No shade, no shame at all. So if you want to go ahead and take your lunch break, take your journal, do whatever, go look on your LinkedIn. Now, don't use your work computer, because everything you do on your work computer, they can look at. And if you're looking for a new job on your work computer, you may not want to do that. So get off of the work computer. Go to a freaking local restaurant. Go somewhere that has like Wi-Fi. But again, if that's the best time that you can do that, cool. Because let's keep it real. Sometimes you're just not going to have the energy after work. But then that's the thing too, game plan, right? If you know, look, I don't have the strength to be able to like be using my brain and really be thinking like this. What is going to be a good time of day for you? Maybe you're a weekender. Go ahead and do it on the weekend. Maybe you have Mondays off at your current role, whatever it may be. But definitely look at your calendar and like plan the time. Book it in your calendar. And so then when that little calendar goes off, you're like, okay, shoot, I'm really going to sit down. I'm really going to do the damn thing and go from there. So those I would say are honestly the best 3 tips to truly look to see what the heck it is that you want to do, what is going to help you out as well. The last thing I do want to say on this, I had to look at my notes to make sure. A lot of times people are going to tell you when you kind of start this journey, like, well, you're just thinking too big. Like, you're just going to be so lucky if you ever find that. No, it's not. It's really not about luck. It's really about strategy and really getting clear and finding that clarity. I promise you, it's not going to be easy. I promise you, you're going to like want to quit and maybe stop even along the way. But I also promise you, it's so going to be worth it. So remember, give yourself grace. It's not going to happen overnight, but really get clear and look at those numbers. So with that being said, let me know in the comments what thing you're going to start with